Alright, welcome to the Chessbait Drivecast, your one-stop shop for kind of controversial topics and kind of controversial opinions. I'm editing some of the season so far, and I'm starting to notice that, wow, I go into a lot of really weird stuff, and a lot of really not weird stuff. It's a bit of a jarring, comparison, a bit of a jarring leap from first season, because first season was like, oh, let's talk about this thing, I love this thing, and I hate this thing. But now I'm like, now, I love this thing and I hate this thing, but now it's getting political. It's probably getting political in the comments, even though only like 10 people are watching this. To the 10 viewers, I thank all of you. First of all, just saying that. I do hope that you guys come back, because honestly, I'm not planning to stop this anytime soon. Like, the Drivecast was a stupid idea from the beginning, like I always say, but it blossomed into one of my, not really best performing series, because I don't really have that many series, but, you know, it's something that helps me calm myself, allow myself to share my opinions, you know, as I always say. But the topic of today, as you probably saw in the title, is racism. And hey, that's not an easy topic to go about, especially at 10 in the morning when I usually wake up at like 11 to 1 in the afternoon, you know. TLDR, I got my COVID vaccine this morning. It's probably going up in like June or July, and I'm recording this back in May. Like, the time difference between me actually recording these audios and actually putting them up on YouTube is so long in advance that I don't even want to bother when I figuring out when I'm going to upload these. I just kind of say whatever's not topical and just kind of say things as they come along. And the reason racism is gonna be not topical is because it's the most topical, untopical thing of all time. Let me put it in different words. Racism has existed, always will exist, and actually, that's actually about it. Racism existed, has existed, and always will exist. Because, let's be real here, we all have a little bit of racism inside of us. Like, you know the whole stupid joke that, oh, even black people can be racist. Yes, they can be racist. And so can white people. And so can Asians. And so can literally every other race that exists. Oh. And the annoying part is, there isn't really much you can do about it. Like, sure, maybe you'll be able to change one person's opinions, Disney style, where all of a sudden their entire perspective changes from, oh, I'm a very old grumpy racist who says all these curse words and all these derogatory terms, to, oh, now I'm like the biggest liberal of all time. And, like, sure, you can go with that, but, like, it's not ideal. Let's be real here. Like, those type of people rarely ever exist. And I don't know. Like, personally, I'm not really an idealist. I'm one of those people who prepare for the worst but hope for the best. You know, I mean, I hope a lot of people are like that. But my point is that, you know, more often than not, not everything's gonna go to plan. You know, sometimes you're gonna face a couple difficult people that aren't willing to listen to your opinions. And, you know, sometimes that's a little bit annoying. You know, sometimes you want to get the point across that people are people and everyone should at least be treated equally. And, you know, I'm gonna admit myself, like, I have a little bit of racism inside of me. Like, sometimes there's a little bit, there's a few of those, like, not cognitive, it's like the subtle racism that hurts you the most. You know, sometimes, you can say you have a bunch of black friends, you can say you have a bunch of Arab friends, and you can say, oh, you know, 9/11 was a thing, but those are extremist people that don't represent the whole, that don't represent the whole of Islam, you know, Muslim people. But you're still not willing to, you know, I don't know. But there's still that one guy that you think that, I don't know, I'm tired in the morning, okay, guys? I remember in The Office, don't judge me for watching The Office, this is actually a good point, when they were talking about the IT guy, Nick, I think it was, and they were talking about how the IT guy before him, Sadiq, kept to himself, and that's why they liked him. Okay, I mean, that's fine, you know, personality-wise, who cares, they just stay out of their way. But immediately after they said, oh, we also thought he was a terrorist, we're like, oh, this must have been a different time. Let's be real here, I could probably get The Office canceled. If I somehow get The Office canceled, all because of that one stupid joke, that would actually be really funny. I mean, Twitter's wild, but I don't think Twitter's that wild, are they? Come on, let's be real here. Like, the internet loves The Office so much, even though it's not as good as it leads up to be. But that's not the point for today. The point is that racism is bad. But people even though people admit it's bad, they aren't really willing to do anything, just because usually the people that do the most about it are the people that are most affected. People aren't really going to do anything unless if it affects them in a personal way, unless if their bank account is in jeopardy, unless if their well-being is in jeopardy, and usually people just don't care about that. Like, the whole problem with the Asian American hate thing, I'm willing to say I'm Asian, whatever. The problem with that, with me at least, is that I'm willing to support it, like, financially a little bit, but I'm probably not going to be one of those people going out and protesting just because, I don't know, I'm just not one of those people. Okay, I shouldn't be saying those people. Quote unquote, those people can offended by such fiery terms. But, my point is that I'm just kind of tired of I'm tired of the constant need to protest everything. I'm tired of the constant need of people to need to react to really offensive language. I'm just tired of people being divided over the smallest, minusculest things. And I don't understand why racist people still exist. Like, what do you have to gain from calling people derogatory terms? Like, does it make you feel better? If it does, like, why? Why do you always feel the need to be, or feel the need to try to put yourself above others? Is it because you're afraid that you're not above others? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling through my mind again, but, like, my point is that, like, people just kind of say stuff like that to put others down, but that kind of just reflects on yourself there. Like, my point is that if you're trying to put others down, doesn't that just kind of reflect upon yourself that it kind of means that you've been put down, now I want to put others down? I don't know. Like, racism is such a touchy topic. I don't really want to talk about it, even though the next episode I will be talking about it for a different reason. That's both today and the next episode are going to be two topics that I do not want to go too in-depth into, because it kind of goes into sociology, it goes into psychology, it goes into geography and demography and all those buzzwords that I'm just tired of hearing. And I don't know, personally, it's like, I get it, race is still a problem in America. People still have their hidden racism that they don't want to show. No pun intended, they show their true colors when true colors are shown. That doesn't make any sense. They show their true colors in very subtle ways. That's all I meant to say. But, racism is such a touchy topic. I don't know where to go from this. Like, there's so many different angles that I can go to. Oh, people keep getting shot at just because they look different. They have to act different in public next to police officers just so they don't get killed, just so that they can survive, compared to other races which get off scot-free for murdering, dozens of people on end. But then people constantly say that, there's statistically, black people cause most harm to black people. So all the police officers are trying to do is trying to prevent those kind of conflicts. But you can't just prevent conflict with more conflict. That's like trying to prevent a forest fire by getting pyrotechnics. Like, that just doesn't add up. You can't just add more fire to fire. If anything, that just makes a bigger fire. You can't add cake to cake. That just makes a bigger cake. I'm just so tired of this, man. Alright, Future Chessbait here to ruin the day again. Not like the topic of discussion already ruined the day already. But, yeah, like I was saying, I'll be real with you. Like, I know people that just have casual racism, and I call them out on it just because it's really funny to poke holes at them. But that's really all I do. I mean, look, whenever I meet people on the internet, they say, I'm a pretty chill dude. Sure, I go missing out a lot, and I basically ghost people a lot, but at least I'm not, gonna be an outright dick to people unless if I become absolutely salty, unless if I become 90% sodium. I try to be casual about it, but not casually racist about it. You get my point. And why was I talking again? Oh yeah, the point is that, people are going to be racist. They're not really going to change their ways, especially people that are much older, because let's be real, they've already done the growing up part. They've already been conditioned to say, hey, this is fine, this isn't fine. So, you know, they're not really going to change all that much. And the best thing all you can really do is just try to change the next generation to be less racist, because that's really all how it is. You know, that's how change always happens. It's always people in the younger generations that change things. Why did this turn to a motivational speech? I really didn't mean it to be like that. Racism, weird, haha, funny, slurs, but not so funny, but also libtards. I don't know. Look, I've already said this in the past. Racism is a touchy topic. Most discrimination is a touchy topic, and there should be a fine line, but there never is. You know, between what is racist, what isn't racist, what is too much anti-racism, and you know, too much leftist ideals, and you know, what's considered fair and what isn't. And I'm not the type of person who wants to get into that as of yet. Obviously, this is the Chessbait Drivecast, your place for controversial topics and kind of controversial opinions. So we'll get to that eventually. It's just, you know, it's not the plan for now. Anyways, let's let past me finish up this episode. I gotta go to the grocery store anyways. If you guys enjoy this, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. I'll see you guys next time.